Hey guys, welcome to my 2021 Army Men collection video. I'll be going over some of the new additions to my various armies, which is mainly just the green, tan and grey army that I have. As you can see here, I've got my green army set up, but this isn't every one of them. I'll talk about that later, but anyhow, I'll just say a few things before I get started. Though I have an Army Men collection, I'm not exactly an Army Men collector per se. Like, I don't really go out and buy new stuff, so that's probably why I don't really update my Army Men collection videos much, because nothing really changes. Some people seem to think that I keep on buying Army Men, which is why they keep on asking for a new Army Men collection video. I don't really bother collecting or buying new Army Men. In fact, I'm pretty much stopped buying green Army Men. I don't need any more green Army Men. What I get is what I need for films, pretty much. So yeah, that also leads into some other weird requests that I get where people ask me to send, they ask me to send my Army Men stuff to them for some reason. They think, they seem to think that I have enough, I have so many Army Men, I can just send them for free to people. No, it's not the case. I don't have unlimited resources. I've only got what I need. And to be frank, sending my Army Men to random people means I won't have anything to film with, so that's kind of stupid anyhow. But yeah, that's just something I want to say before I get started. Okay, so here at the head of my green army, we've got my only green general figure, and also the last remaining figure of my first Army Men set, as some of you are already familiar with. Here's the rest of it. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Got a nice amount of tanks, got quite a few soldiers. I haven't counted them because I just could not be bothered. Maybe it's like 400 or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, I have a lot of equipment that I also haven't really laid out, like small stuff like crates and things. But here's the majority that I was able to set up. As you can see, I've gotten some new things like landing craft, some cannons, lots of just new cool things that I can use for films. I think when it comes to the amount of infantry I have, the most I've got are probably the Timmy ones, which is mainly made up of the knockoff Timmy clones, where I have tons of those guys. So what I have set up here is pretty much all of my tanks and things like that. As for the infantry, I think I've set out about half the guys that I have. If I show you now, this is the rest of them inside the giant tub that I keep them in. I just couldn't be bothered to set them all up. You've seen them all set up in previous videos, which I think would be enough. It's about the same number. Things haven't really changed all that much. So if you want to see them all together, check out my previous video. So what I have here is 6 Patton tanks. That's pretty much all the tanks I have. A recent addition has been this landing craft. I got it to do a beach film in, but oh my god, doing a D-Day film in an actual beach is the most difficult thing ever. So yeah, I'll try and find another use for it later on. It's very cool, I like it. But yeah, very difficult to film with, which was not fun to do. So don't expect or ask for a D-Day video to come out, because I probably won't be able to do one for a long time. Yeah, so the 6 Patton tanks, quite a few smaller Centurion light scout tanks, a couple vehicles I got off eBay and Amazon. And speaking of Amazon, this is my greatest recent purchase, a set of 6 green bits of artillery. These are fantastic. They're like the classic sort of looking artillery guns that I've always wanted. And I have 6 of them for both the green army and the tan army, which I'll show off later. These things are great. They got the pivoting sort of gun. They have wheels. Yeah, they're really fantastic. A great find on Amazon. I was really pleased to get them. Now, I would have been able to provide the link to where they actually find these things so you could purchase them for yourselves. But when I went back on Amazon, I could not find them again. I scoured it. I typed in plastic army men cannons, plastic army men artillery. I couldn't find these cannons again. They must have all sold out, which is weird. They're very cool, and I thought, oh, neat, they would have been available for other people, but apparently not. They're all sold out. So I just say, if you want really good artillery cannons, just go for whatever BMC is offering up. You can see here that they have some really nice green and tan artillery pieces that I would say are probably the best alternative out there at the moment that you can reliably get. Here's also my C-130 gunship, which you all know about, and one of my most viewed videos is pretty much about it. Also another interesting thing they got was finally got a green armored car. I also got a tan one as well, but very happy to get one of those. And yeah, so all this is the result of years of collecting, purchases from various stores, like Toys R Us and stuff like that, when I was little. Some recent stuff that came from Amazon and eBay, just from hard searching, lucky finds, various things like that. Because I live in Australia, I can't give local store recommendations, and also local stores are very inconsistent. Like, I can't say, I'll just walk into a Walmart. Like, sometimes I have Americans telling me, go into a Walmart or a Best Buy or whatever. I'm like, we don't have those here. And even so, not all stores stock the same thing. So when it comes to collecting army men, I just really recommend that you see what your local stores have. Amazon is probably the most consistent place to get some stuff from Timmy and BMC. eBay, when you go on eBay, look for used lots of army men. That's how I got a lot of my tanks and trucks and vehicles and stuff like that came from giant used lots of army men. Yeah, there isn't really a sort of silver bullet or a specific search result that you'll get to get the same gear as I have, but it's pretty much just searching hard and searching often if you really want some of the stuff here. So now that I've laid out exactly where I get my stuff, I better not see any comments of people asking me where I get my army men things, because I pretty much already said it, but I know there'll always be a few numbskulls that don't listen and probably type it up again. But for most of you, yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about purchasing army men. It's a bit of a difficult process, but it's very rewarding if you're persistent. This is my tan and grey army, and unlike the green army, everything I have for them is pretty much laid out here. So as you can see, they're not quite as big, especially for the grey army over there in the corner. The grey army is pretty small in comparison, maybe just like 50 troops or something like that. The tan army is probably like maybe 200 troops or something, I'm not sure, I haven't really counted, it's probably the same as last time. Yeah, and here at the front is my tan general that everyone knows is pretty much a repainted figure that I found. He was lost in a local library of mine, a school library. See his original colours underneath his base, he was like a weird pinkish brown colour. Repainted him, so yeah, that's the tan general. And he leads my smallish tan army, but it's pretty much everything I need at the moment. As for the tan army, there really isn't a lot of new stuff that's been added per se. I think the biggest boost to the infantry force has been the Timmy guys. I've gotten a few of them from a bag set. It's also the armoured car that came with the green one, and of course the artillery pieces that I acquired along with the green stuff. So yeah, a lot of the tan stuff came with also the green counterparts to them. But yeah, it's really good to get some tan artillery because that's quite a solid thing, very useful for films and stuff like that. So really pleased to get a decent amount of tan artillery because I know how hard it can be to come across that kind of stuff. Absolutely nothing has really changed for the Grey Army, pretty much at all. Still the same old amount of dues I had from my previous collection video. Mix of Timmy stuff, just the 2 tanks, a few trucks and stuff. Enough to do films with. Like, I've got all the gear that they need, like a jeep, a truck, a tank, a big tank. I have everything I need, really. The heavy tank, a lot of people keep on asking me how to build it. Like I said, it's made out of wood. Pretty much build it exactly as you see. I can't do a how-to or anything like that because it's you know, made out of stuff that I don't have access to anymore, like the tools and things. Like one of the things you can see here is that these wheels were laser cut at my school's woodwork class. They're all glued underneath with spokes and things, rubber track treads on it. And yeah, I cannot do a tutorial on how to build this thing, so that will never be happening, and just have to go off by the visuals of it if you want to replicate it. yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Grey Army. I'm very happy to have a Jeep for it and a truck. Like I said, I've got everything I need, like at least a bit of what I need to make a decent sort of looking Grey Force in films and things. One artillery cannon, a nice diverse collection of infantry, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for the collection overall here. The Tan Army's pretty much where it needs to be. Could do a little bit more. Grey Army's where it needs to be. Definitely needs a bit more. I want to get some more grey stuff, maybe another tank or something like that. Definitely some more sturdy infantry that I can use in films and up close. A bit more pose variety. Yeah, what next I need to do is definitely get a blue force going on and maybe some browns, something like that. But that's pretty much it for the collection overall. Well, thanks for tuning in to my Army Men collection video. Hopefully I clarified a lot of things that people were wondering about what's going on in my collection, some of the stuff of my films, things like that. Like I said, I've told you all where to find stuff to purchase from, pretty much Amazon, eBay, whatever, if that's what you're doing online. Can't really say much for local stores. And yeah, that's about it. Still working on videos, definitely trying to work on videos. It's very busy with law school at the moment. Like, that demands so much of my time, and I really can't give a lot over to making videos, but I'm still going to try. I am working on another project which hopefully will be out soon. And it's Army Men related, but it's not Army Men video. Speaking of, I have a new t-shirt up in my Teespring store. Me and Green Army Guys tank, classic pattern tank, doing some wild action. So hopefully you guys can go and check it out and pick it up if you really like it. I know a lot of you like tanks, so hopefully this is up your alley. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.